Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 185. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for coming by and checking me out, taking some time to meet me and figure things out. And if you're a returning friend, thank you so much for spending time with me this week. I know everyone says it, but there's so much content out there. So thank you for choosing to spend some time with me. All right, so I have Mr. Opie who saw me sit down and start to record, and he had to jump on over here. Just a little tidbit. Yes, he's so cute, but he goes and gets his a bath, I guess you would say, groomer. He goes to the groomer this week because he is a hot mess and he has some of Easter's dinner on him. So good thing it was scheduled for this week. But all right, so I had a busy, exciting weekend, and I cross stitching and family. It was just all the goodness. So first of all, just a tiny recap, and it is stitching, but I got to meet Fawn from Sanctum Stitching. She came down on Friday to my LNS, and I drove over and met her and shopped a little bit, and it was so nice to meet her. And I look forward to seeing her again at StitchCon in June. It was also on Saturday stitching with my friends up at the for my monthly second Saturday of the month. We get together and stitch at my LNS. So we had about, I think, 8 people show up this time. So it was so nice to get together and just chill and stitch and kick off my weekend of activities. So we'll get into that other stuff, but it was so great to see everyone, and I love seeing what other people stitch on, and it was just wonderful. A few new people this time, so it was just wonderful. Now, I into the stitching and to my regular stuff on here, I did have a few comments and questions. I am behind on the comments, so hopefully maybe before YouTube uploads this, I'll get most of the comments read, but currently as I'm recording this, I'm behind. So one of the questions that popped out to me was, ask, where do I start? And in regards to a project, it depends. Sometimes I'm a corner starter, and usually that's not even always set, whether it's a top left, top right. That's not always standard. Sometimes I'm a center starter. It just kind of depends. So I know that's not the best answer, but it just depends on the chart. So I'm not solid, like this is where I must start. It just varies. I do what I feel like works best or what I'm feeling. So sorry, that's as good as I got. But a couple logistics in regards to this channel. I want to remind everyone, I'm talking with my hands like crazy today. Probably because Opie's sitting on me. But in my description box below, I have a Happy Mail form. So if you'd like to fill that out to randomly receive Happy Mail, please do. There's also a couple other links down there. And usually some of the people that I talk to, it connects you to how you can get a hold of them too. But one of the things I do on here, I try to do it every week, is a featured friend. So this featured friend is the same featured friend as last week, Joan, but she had so much I wanted to share in little segments. So I'm gonna pop her pictures in here. The first one is a picture of the Queen. It's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. She stitched that on a 18 count Aida with DMC flosses, including some metallics. She got the pattern from gathered.com. It was a free pattern. And then the second picture she has here, she can't remember the name of the kit, but it's a kit she got from Hobby Lobby, stitched on 18 count using the DMC that was closest to the colors in the kit. So thank you very much, Joan, for sharing those. I love, you get those whipped out, and the finishes are gorgeous on them. So thank you very much for sharing. If you would like your piece or work, it doesn't have to be fully finished, to be shown on here, please send me an email at janetjabber@gmail.com with it. I do have a few more in the queue, but I just added in line, and we keep these going. So many people love seeing the other stitchings. It gives you a variety. I love it too. I love sharing other people's artwork. So we're going to move in. I've got stuff all around me, so let's get diving in. I am going to have a giveaway this week. I have 3, I believe. I want to remind you the rules. Don't say giveaway, free, none of those trigger words in the description or when you're leaving your comment. You must be 18 so I can legally get your address. There's no monetary value to this, so if for some reason it gets lost in the mail, I don't have these to replace. They're ones. I would replace it with something else, but it wouldn't be the same thing. I'm forgetting something. 18, address. That's it. All right, that's it. All right, let me show you what I got. So this one is it's called Kit and Bixby. Anyway, it's called Live Well. It calls it an interactive part pattern. And the reason is because they give you basically choose your own color of your house. So it's really kind of cool. They give you suggestions on what they have of red, white, blue, yellow, or a beige house, but you could totally make it your own. So, and again, we say this often, you could leave off the top alphabet. You could just do what you want. That's a lot of grass in there. But number 1, number 2 is a shepherd's bush. Number 2. And number 3 is Luminous Fiber Arts, some bunnies, because we're still into the spring season. So all of those made me feel springy, so I wanted to include them. All you got to do on my channel is put 1, 2, or 3, and you will be added into the giveaway. So that is the logistics kind of stuff on here. I have some previous finishes I want to share. I have some finishes, my whips that I worked on this week, plans. I got all the things here, so let's dig in. All right, so before I put these away, since Easter was this last weekend, and I hope everyone had a wonderful Easter. I can't wait to share my information at the end. It was a great Easter weekend. Yeah, so, but this is an old finish of mine. I don't even know who the designer is on this, and it's not written on the back. This is before I kept track of stuff like that. So 3 little bunnies. I love bunny butts. I love it. This one right here is furry. I have no glass on this, so that one's furry. A couple buttons. Super cute. Another one, and it came untied, is a needle roll. Again, you can see the furry. You can see the fur on that. Just says Happy Easter with some bunnies and some eggs and carrots. So cute. And last but not least, I feel like this is a Lizzie Kate. Chicks Rule. I think this was a kit that I got. So look at little triangles for the beaks. Super cute. And then I just made it into a pillow. I didn't even finish it off with the stuff there. I just like, yep, done. So those are some fun previous finishes that I use in the decorations around the house and whatever. So, but it's Easter's over, so time to go. Yeah, I'm playing with my hair. I got my hair cut, and my lady blows it out and flat irons it. She puts some curls in it this time, and it usually stays in my hair for a few days. So, and I make sure that when I wash, I take my showers, I let it stay straight. So it's about time for a washing, but anyway, I'm rambling. Another finish that I have is the mini bouquets by Jeanette Douglas. It was a series she gave away free last year, and I am doing them up and look forward to finishing them. So that is super cute. So April is done for that. Another finish that I have for this time is, it's just a square finish. This is my mom's. I'm not going to unfold it. I will pop a picture in here of what it's supposed to look like, but it's my Afghan, butterfly Afghan is how I refer to it. It is, my mother got me the Afghan, and I collected all the series of all the magazines from Stony Creek collections from like December of 06 till December of 07. So this is an oldie. But I finished these butterflies, this block right here. This was such a good stitch. This is definitely pushing me. I'm not halfway, but I don't know. I'm happy with it. So yeah. So that is done. That will go away. We'll see. I don't know. It was wonderful to stitch on it, and that made me feel very happy. So, Opie is right in my lap, and he's going to, I don't know, either live through this or jump down at some point. So my stitching for this week was, I always stitch on my queen, and you know this. So here is my Spring Queen by Mirabilia, stitched on 28 count white tee by Color and Cotton. And this is where she's at. So there she is in whole. And then I'm gonna fold her over to show you. Basically, I did all that. So that's a color complete. All this stitching down here is some folds in the dress, and that's a color complete. Hope I got my counting right, because yeah, that sets the precedence, doesn't it? But it looks good. I'm super happy with it. It looks beautiful. I don't know. I love it. Y'all are cheering me on, I know, because I've had a few people say this is going to be another finish. So I believe that's a true statement too. So my next piece was a new start that I started with my friend Candy from the 614 Stitcher. And this is the Dr. Maya Angelou. We started this on her birthday. I mentioned that I was going to, so this is the kit from Salty Stitcher Designs. Because it's hard to read on here, I'm just gonna read it to you. I've learned that people will forget what you've said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. I'm gonna make modifications to it, but currently we're not at that stage, so let me get my design board out, my homemade design board, and this is where it is. So I don't even remember, this is 40 count, but I don't remember the name of it right now. So, but I got the whole middle line in the center with the words done. 40 count. I love how crisp it looks. So that was super fun. I did pick out my own colors from that, from Color and Cotton that I have here on hand. So that made me super happy. My next piece, I'm gonna pop a picture in here of my Spring is Coming mini Quaker. And this is where I'm at on it. So I believe since I've shown it to you last, I know I did. I added all the red flowers in here. So the vase was done in the vines, but I added the flowers and I started on the next Quaker motif. Again, this is 32 count Bestitch Me. I feel like that one's Vanilla Latte. I didn't pull my cards out for some reason today, so we're dealing with Janet's memory. That's interesting. All right, my next piece that I have that is supposed to be my focus for the month, and I tried to play catch up over the weekend and I did at my stitching thing with stitching with the friends on Saturday. It definitely got some good stitching in. So it's my Teresa Kogut Wilbert. Wilbert is so cute. Oh, his little nose. When I came to you last, I only had his nose. It was so cute, but all I had was his nose. Now you can tell that I have a pig on here. So his little ear, I kept saying, oh, I just want to pinch his ear. But so I will continue to plug along on that. That is my focus for the month of April, to put in. Usually I do like a thread a day when I say a focus, but I don't know. I'm feeling Wilbur. Yeah. I did make a point this last week. I think that after my first week of work being so rough, my second week was a little less rough, but I think you just get used to the sore. So I did get my Mill Hill Monday, Festive Friday, or Wicked Wednesday and Festive Friday worked on. So here's my Mill Hill Monday. Again, it's the I Love chart, and I got all the ecru done. I know it's hard to see, but the whole outside is ecru. So that is 2 color completes for that one, which makes me happy. My next piece, I didn't get a fully square done. I hope he heard something. He's taking off. If he starts barking, I'm gonna hurt him. No, I'm not. My next piece is my Halloween calendar from Tiny Modernist. And this is what I got done on that square. My next one is Festive Friday, and I am working on a Christmas one, and it is Cranberry Christmas. I'm working on the big pillow here, and I got the rest of the words. Oh, it looks so good on camera. It does not look this amazing in person. So hopefully when I pop the other color which outlines that, it'll look super great, but it looks great for you. All right, so that is my stitching for the week. I was super happy, even though they were small bits, I was super happy with being able to stitch every day. It calms me. It was a great weekend of some stitching that probably was a huge factor in my amount of stitching that I got done. So super happy with that. What are my plans for this week? My plans for this week are, it's gonna be a more rested week. So because of that, I should be able to get more stitching done, because production's back and it just changes the dynamic of what the work is that I do. So more stitching will be had, hopefully. And oh, I have a quilting class that I'm going to. So I'm super excited to do that. I'll see my friend Twyla and work on another quilt or start another quilt. I don't know. I take I'm in midst of one quilt top, but I could cut another one if possible. So that is exciting for me. I want to remind everyone that Mental Health May is coming up. So I have some charts that I pulled from a magazine. I couldn't get the magazine when it was on the bookshelf, on the, at like Barnes and Nobles. I don't subscribe to that International, the World of Cross Stitching, but my library has it. So through the Libby app, I'm able to get the I'm able to borrow the magazine for the month and stitch it while I have the magazine. So that's how I can deal with that one. So I'm looking forward to those. I took a piece into the framer that I finished and showed on here recently, my Oh Beautiful Things. That is, again, for me, that's a mental health thing. So hopefully it is finished and I get to hang it here after I show you for the month of May. So very excited about that. Basically, in the month of May, Candy has been doing this for a few years now, where she focuses on a mental health chart. So please join her, and she gives facts and interesting information in regards to mental health. So I have always been a champion of mental health. I have never I think my first time going into counseling was when I was 15 years old, and I basically have an open-ended relationship with my current counselor, to where basically like things are going great for me right now, but if something triggers me and I need a head check, is what I say, then I just call her up and she gets me in. It is great to have somebody like that. And I have used her off and on through the years for sure. But so I just want to keep that on the radar for everyone if you would like to join. I also got a little bit of haul when I was at my store. So this one, they do not have the Blackbird designs from Market yet. They just haven't been able to get home, but they did get the new one that was released afterwards, and that's the Crowns and Shields. I wanted this just because I do like buy all the Blackbirds, but when I was sitting in the store and shopping with Fawn there, she found some goodies. If you haven't watched Sean's Sanctum Stitching's latest, she put up an update video, and she put up they put up a whip parade. They put up a new whip video, and they put up, her and her husband do their channel. Sorry. But she got some good haul. But anyway, I was back to this book. I actually sat down while I was waiting to flip through it and read a few of the things that were put in here, and super, I like this a lot. It gets my brain moving. So, and then my store has a little discount bin, and this shepherd's bush stocking was in the bin, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I, of course, new grandbaby means like, I think I need to stitch a stocking, and I am always drawn to the shepherd bush ones. So I'm going to collect a few, especially when I see them or they're on clearance. And I don't know that I want to have a few and show them to my daughter, or go to the website and pick one out to get busy for Ozzy. I know you can't get the 18 count that's called for anymore, but my lady said basically a 20 count or something like that. So I'll look into that, but right now I'm just trying to collect some of them that I want to add to my thing, because who knows how many grandkids, so it's a commitment. All right, so that's all my pile around me. I wanted to double check, so that's all I have in regards to that stuff. If you want to hear about personal life, stick around. So basically, Ozzy turned 4 months old on Easter. So when I left my stitching with my girls' friends on Saturday, I hauled back home to make it so that I could be Ozzy's first Easter egg hunt. Here's a picture. Colton did such a good job having her interact instead of just the parents grabbing eggs. So it was a huge community Easter egg hunt put on by a local church here. It was kids having a wonderful time. It was wonderful weather for it, so that was so fun to see. And then of course we ended up having Easter dinner. I had planned it for my kids, and then we found out that my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law basically they ended up coming over, and it was a great time. It was great. Weather was amazing. Great time had by all. The Hubs did a semi soft open of our patio, as he said. Basically, he was like, did not have the energy or the time to get the power washer off to power wash off our patio, but we got all furniture out, cleaned that off, and got the cushions out. So fun was had there. My oldest son went home and got his tackle box and came over to fish for a little bit. So it was a good day. It was a good day. And that was all for dinner time. So yeah. Let me see. So I do have some pictures I'm gonna pop in here of little Miss Ozzy being 4 months old. My daughter does such a good job of taking pictures. Colton was helping out taking these pictures, and they just update like on the adventures of her life. So I can't remember the post that she put up, but basically she loves hearing her grandpa's stories. She's trying to say the word daddy. She babbles all the time. Her and I interact with her babbling all the time. Mom is still working Mom has been doing tons of research and is ready to start her on her soft foods or whatever they call it, like infant-led weaning or something. I don't know. Lizzie knows it all, and she definitely doesn't know it all, but she does all the research. That's what I should say. So as soon as they get the go-ahead from the doctor, that is going to proceed. So it's been a lovely, lovely week, a great time for family. And my heart and my soul needed that. So I hope you were able to enjoy some of that as well. If not, if it just didn't work out or it's a rough time of year, no, please remember, I'm always here and reach out. Even if it's just a message on any of my socials, please, never hesitate to reach out for a friend. All right, so I am going to look forward to this upcoming week of good stitching, quilting classes, all the things. So I hope you are having a wonderful week and have a great time. I'm going to get out of here so you can get on to the next one. So please keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.